Castlevania was released for the Famicom fans in 1986 and made a debut in the United States markets in 1987. This game follows the adventures of Simon Belmont, a vampire hunter, out to get the most notorious vampire of them all, Dracula. For him to do this, he must face many foes as he traverses through the halls, stairwells, basements, catacombs, parlors, and even decayed remains of what once was a beautiful castle. Along the way, he takes on classic movie monsters, using a whip and various other items. The controls for this game seem a bit stiff. The character can jump up and towards something, but he cannot influence his jump mid-air. This is a staple of these games and plays a factor in how you will be reacting to the stages. Pressing B attacks frontally with your whip. Pressing up and B will throw one of your special weapons. A jumps. There are places where the fighting, jumping, and dodging are required of you, but the controls lend to you getting hit instead. Additionally, even when you do get hit, there's no recourse, and a lot of times you will fall into some of the several pits that they have in the game. They even set up monsters what would be most certain to happen. The controls, once you are used to them, can lend to advantages, however, as you will find it easy to plan some of your next attacks and jumps more easily. These are standard for the NES in this era. This is a later entry in the life of the Famicom, so we are able to benefit in the US from new mapper chips and Famicom Disk System reworkings. The details in trees and backgrounds were colorful and fit the mood of the game entirely. Small details matter for here. For example, red drapes hanging from the ceiling in disrepair. You could tell the castle has not been maintained in years. Interestingly enough, you will get all of your power-ups and items from candlesticks, but doesn't matter what level you're in, and they are diverse, the candlesticks do not seem out of place. Sounds in this game make it worth the playthrough as well. The iconic music is something that I can listen to all day long. The sound effects when your character gets hit or when an enemy gets hit are distinct. And there are even multiple sounds for when you hit a boss and it shows whether it got hurt or was immune. Overall, the game did give you the spooky feel without stealing away all the action. Each level boasted a different look and feel from the previous one. The first level felt like it was giving you a tutorial about what you were about to find through the rest of the game. The second level told you that you were no longer in the tutorial, and the true challenge begins. There are new enemies and strategies you really need to work out the best way to get past. And the third level, even more unique, making your way outside and up is what left of what I would believe to be a courtyard and the ramparts. Decayed and fallen over hundreds of years of disrepair, then you get to continue your journey being trapped and fall into the underground caverns. Once out, you again have to climb to the upper floors of the castle, through a laboratory and a gallery, and finally you must cross another bridge, falling apart, to end your journey that takes you face to face with Dracula in his own lair. It was a beautifully bright game that still managed to capture the dark feeling of your quest. The real challenges came at the end of each fierce level. Vampire Bat was easily dispatched, and Medusa was easy if you do the trick, but the mummies wrap up the difficulty just a little bit with two of them, and at the same time, they are shooting projectiles. Frankenstein Monster and Igor shoot the difficulty up into high gear, and it creates a quite formidable fight. The Grim Reaper stole many a soul from me on my journey, and Dracula racked up triple-digit death counters for me. They're all super challenging, and for tips, go ahead and look at some of the shorts I got on each of these, or watch the full gameplay to see how I get through each of these difficult areas. Konami hit one out of the park in this game. It was so difficult to win, but the reward is just so much more sweet. If you ever wanted the feeling of a Souls-like game in 8-bit glory, you got it. Though I will not be coming back to this one for a while after all these videos, I can say that I would recommend this game to anyone looking for a game to play on their NES. Thank you all for joining me on this journey, and please like, subscribe, and comment. Please check us out on patreon.com/Galthim Gaming. For just $1 a month, you can get early access to great videos just like this one, up to 5 days earlier than YouTube. Again, thank you for joining. Stay up, stay safe, game on. Clearly Galthim doesn't know how to account for time. This was not a 7-minute review, it was only 6 minutes. And that's if you count the extra outro here, where you could click on this related video that YouTube and I both think you like. Awesome. You guys have a great day.